So there we go. We get the big reveal in this finale. Turns out, if you haven't seen it, stop right now. Spoiler alert. But it turns out it was Frankie's dad who did the deed. And it's interesting because we saw him in episode 1 of this show. You know, he was kind of just that side character you didn't think too much about, but there's always a reason they show certain scenes. And we saw him right from the beginning with the wife. They were a little shady back then. You kind of forgot. But yeah, it fooled me. I did not consider that a possibility, and I did not think he'd be the masked man, and he was. And I was satisfied with it, honestly. I think it made total sense. It was a well thought out story, the way it was written in the book and the way they showed it in the show. So I went on Twitter after the show and saw that a lot of people were disappointed with the finale. A lot of people wanted a huge twist or wanted a bunch of like shocking reveals. But I feel like this show wasn't going for that, and it was more going for what made sense as a twist, what was realistic, believable, and worked emotionally. We got reveals last week with younger sister, and I thought those were really good. And I thought this week's reveals were really good because then it made sense to why she killed Frankie, because it's connected to the whole family now. It's a realistic reason that the masked man would be doing this to Cora. It's not just some random serial killer guy. I don't know why people wanted something that's so bad. I think this was perfect, that the dad would do this out of protecting his son. And then at least he showed some remorse at the end there and admitted it. And Cora handled it like a boss and said, I know you're doing it for your son. So it showed how much she had grown and how much of a good person she really is. My personal opinion is I was satisfied with this finale. And I think that the way they ended it was perfect because it went back to the most important thing in this whole show, Detective Ambrose and Cora's relationship. And that was such a touching scene where they finally hug each other and you see that love between them and that compassion and seeing each other in each other's eyes and knowing what it's like to go through trauma and feel lots of guilt for something that you really shouldn't have been so hard on yourself about. And it's great because they leave off of that scene with Bill Pullman looking at his nails, going back to episode 1 again when he was looking at his nails, same kind of shot, and they're leaving an open end for season 2, and they haven't confirmed if they're going to get a season 2 yet. This is a limited series. This did wrap up the book story. They said they might do a season 2 because the ratings have been so good. It's been the #1 basic cable show this season, and they might do it as an anthology series, or they might continue the story, but with Detective Ambrose's character. I'm sure they're done with Cora's character. I think they should wrap it up there because it was very satisfying how it all was revealed about her. But they left that mystery open. Okay, so what is Detective Ambrose's trauma? What do we not know about him? What did he go through? So that's a whole story you can delve into there. Overall, I really liked the finale. It wasn't my favorite episode of the season, but I'd give it a nice solid 9. I thought it was great. I thought this whole season was great. I am so happy at how good this show was. Exceeded my expectations. And I think it wrapped up great as a full story. Everything came together. Everything connected smoothly. And yes, there's always going to be unanswered questions with shows like this. Any mysteries. Nothing answers every question. Especially with the mother people were complaining about with Cora. Because they were just like, why didn't she report this for a month? Why did they leave that open? That's for us to wonder. Sometimes they leave things in shows for you to wonder and think about. And you don't have to answer all of it. The main thing was answered. All the main questions were answered. All the other stuff had your mind racing and wants you to go to good theories. But that's the fun of it, is it not? So let me know your thoughts down below. I really, really want to know everyone's thoughts on this finale because everyone's divided on it. Let me know. Make the argument why it was good or why you're disappointed. I respond to everybody. And I really want to hear, too, if you want a season 2, how they should do it, or if there should be no season 2 and not even do an anthology with a new story, just nothing. Let me know. Comment below. Please subscribe. Follow me at SteveVarley1 on Twitter and Instagram. I review other shows as well, movies. I do celebrity interviews. So please keep coming back with me. Join me on other shows. I love your guys' comments. I really appreciate every single one of you and remember every single one of you. So please join me on other shows. And yeah, please subscribe.